So I've been in the WINATLIFE program for about 4 months now. And one of the big things that was stressed to me was really to get into the Progest-E really early, obviously amongst other things with diet and stuff, but really to get into the Progest-E straight away. And I think within the first 4 weeks, things really started to balance out for me. So not only did my period start to show up every month, which I hadn't done like for a really long period of time, it was starting to become less painful. I didn't have sort of 7 days prior of these symptoms that I thought, oh great, my period's coming. It just would turn up. My cycle is becoming regular. I'm not bleeding for 12, 13 days. It's a short period of time. I don't have to stress about going to work and trying to function like a normal human being. I can get up, I can deal with just life, and I don't have to worry about this stupid thing that's inconvenienced by you're female, get over it. So the biggest thing for me is Progest-E is that I've been able to just live my life properly without worrying about the stigma of having a period.
So I've been in the program for 4 months, just 4.5 months, and I've been using the Progest-E for about the last 6 or 7 weeks. The symptoms, my first period after starting the Progest-E, I had absolutely no pain, and I've never had a painless period ever. So that for me was just insane. Symptoms I would get mid-cycle symptoms of ovulation pain, which I haven't had going into the second cycle. And I just think my moods have just been a lot more consistent. But I think that's also due to just being in the program and the dietary changes. I think that's sort of had a long-term effect on stress as well.
I have been in the WINATLIFE program for coming up for 11 months. And I've been taking Progest-E for 8 of those months. And the things that have changed are the night sweats completely stopped, literally within 3 or 4 weeks of starting the Progest-E. The hot flashes, completely gone. Moods on an even keel, most of the time. The sex thing, I had the most horrendous pain during sex, and that has completely stopped, back to being entirely normal. I now sleep through the night again. I hadn't realised that was a problem until I started taking the Progest-E, and I realised that I'm able to sleep for a full night. So it's night and day compared to where I was before starting.
I've been on the program since December, so that's 4 months now. And since using Progest-E, I sleep better, my skin is clearer, and I'm not getting the hot flashes anymore. I've got that steady temperature all the time. That's great.
I joined WINATLIFE about 4 months ago, and I've been using the Progest-E for about 2 months now. I've just had my second period. The first one after joining wasn't real good still, but the one before this one was fantastic. Just woke up, had a little bit of blood, like, oh my God, no bloating, no pain, no symptoms. It lasted 8 days, which is fantastic compared to 10 to 12 to 14 like before. And this one, I woke up again and nothing, and then went to the toilet an hour later and like, oh, my period's here. But it has been 7 days. And I'm like, yes, and it's been light, and I haven't had to wear 2 pads. I've worn just a super, and I probably didn't even need that. But
I've been in the program, the WAL program, since early December. I started taking Progest-E a month afterwards, so early January. So for 3.5 months I've been on Progest-E, and it probably took 6-8 weeks maybe before I started thinking, oh shit, I haven't had a hot flush. Or, my mood was lighter and brighter, and I was just feeling good, and didn't have the night sweats and, the yo-yo of the blankets going off and on all the time. So yeah, all of my symptoms virtually just disappeared.
I've been on the WINATLIFE program now for 5 months. I've been taking the Progest-E now for 3 months, and I've found that I no longer have painful periods. My cycle has become regular. I'm now 28 days without fail. I don't have any of the emotional crap going on, which is great. And I'm certainly not aggressive or moody like I used to be. I've also found that I don't have any breast tenderness or any headaches, which I used to get quite frequently before. And I've also found that my flow is actually lighter since using the Progest-E.